Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Elite FPL podcast stroke YouTube show, where we talk shit about FPL and pretend to know what we're on about. You may have
impressions of the YouTube comments, Chase. Just do that.
Steve-O, it's okay. It's okay. You still got your chips.
Yes.
You know, and I'd much rather be in your position than in Jason's position.
It's a good impression of Michael Caine, so I'm glad to know he's watching.
You know, and I'm wearing the shades today because I'm feeling like, feeling good. I'm 12 points, I think, off the top of the Torbay Elite, catchable. Catchable in all the leagues I'm in really now.
Yes.
Obviously, I don't have the chips that some other people do, but you know what? Bring it on. Bring it on. And I've already made 3 transfers this week, so looking forward to.
What?
No, I mean, winding you up. We'll get to that in a minute. I assume you're rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be stupid not to, really.
If I had the money to do one transfer, I'd do it, but I don't have any money. Unlike you, who's got £400 million in the bank.
Well, I've got 105.7.
Yeah, I think my team's 102, if that.
Well, it's not my fault. You were too slow to get on the good players. That's what that says to me. Or the bandwagon, or the bandwagon.
103.5.
You get the good players in, and they do shit. No, I'm only joking. I loved your reaction video to that game week, and it was just like, you know what, fair play. Yeah, to be fair, it was when I was doing that video, I was thinking, oh god, I feel really bad about like.
Well, you said it.
I feel really bad about being so happy because I knew that you were going to be feeling the opposite. And it's kind of weird because, 4 or 5 weeks ago, we were pretty much level on points. And
do you think genuinely that wild card? In fact, it is a proven fact that your wild card is the thing that's.
It's the wild card. The wild card nobody expected me to do. And it just completely, it set me up really well for the coming games. And I'm not worried about game week 25 at all. I'm not even worried about having a full 11 in game week 25. I'm not concerned about that. There are blank game weeks later on, which I may look at and think, I might have to take a -8 or -12 for, but I'm not bothered, mate.
You'll probably do like a -12 in a blank game week. It will all pay off, whereas I'll do a free hit and it'll be like nothing.
Well, maybe, hopefully, if all goes well and good. So when you've got people that are saying in the comments, you've still got all your chips. You've got me that said it to you. You've got an advantage in the sense you've got chips that you can play. Do you think that those chips that you've got remaining, the free hit, the bench boost, and the wild card, will give you the edge over me to catch those points and to ultimately go ahead of me?
No, I don't think. I think the points gap is too big. Because me and you think
I caught Cy Bellamy the same.
You're 80. What is it? 87 points clear.
That's nothing. You can still catch that. It's so many game weeks still. 15 game weeks.
Only if I get differential on you.
Yeah, are you going to get differentials on me?
Exactly. Because this is the point about the wild card. You wild carded into my team that I took a -12 for. If you hadn't have done that, I would have been ahead of you.
There or thereabouts.
I probably
there was a couple of players that we didn't was slightly different, but
but the differentials you picked virtually the same. It was only Kevin De Bruyne, I think it was, that was different.
You had Salah, I KDB, I had Tony.
Yeah, but the players
you had
I thought were
Mitrovic.
my joker in the pack, i.e. Mahrez, you got in.
Well, actually, I had got Mahrez in prior to the wild card, and I did a -12.
Okay.
So if you remember if you remember rightly, or you may not know, but if you look at my transfers, you'll see that I had done all the transfers early on in that game week, and one of them was Mahrez in. But I had this epiphany that I didn't want to take. Oh, you know, there was this. Basically, if I go back and go back to history, because I can't remember always. I want to make sure that I did it. So yeah, if you remember rightly, I had Dalot in, and he was injured, and him being injured, and I think also there was doubts over someone else. I can't remember who it was now in my team, but essentially that basically I'd already done a -8 at that point, and I thought, you know what, Dalot's looking like he's not gonna be playing for a while. I'm going to just do the wild card. So I did the wild card, and, you know, it kind of, if I go to my transfers history, you can actually probably see the story of that. So I wild carded in game week 20. And in game week 20, you can see, so what I did was, so I did, this was it. Darwin, that was it. Darwin was the other one. Darwin for Mitrovic. And I did Mahrez in. And I took out Matoma in game week 20.
Matoma?
Yeah.
You didn't own Matoma back then.
I was going for. Hang on, no, I did. No, I brought Matoma in. This is what I did. Yeah, before the wild card, I brought Matoma in. So what my transfers were originally were Matoma in for Salah, Darwin in. This is it. Matoma in for Salah, Darwin in for Mitrovic, and Kane in for Greenwood. Those were my transfers I did initially. But then Darwin had a problem,
yes.
and then Dalot had a problem, and that's when I wild carded. And then I did Matoma to Mahrez, Nketiah for Darwin, and basically we're messing around with other things as well. But in the end, it all kind of worked out because, yeah.
And wasn't there a thing about the fact that if you hadn't have been working or something, you would have missed all this news about Darwin and it wouldn't have gone through? So I can't remember what it was now. There was some...
Yeah, I mean, if I had been like the other week where I just completely missed the deadline, it probably wouldn't have. I wildcarded pretty early on. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look on the transfer screen because like I said, so I made the transfers at 20 to 10 on the 9th of January, and then I paid the wild card on the 13th of January. So the 13th of January was. Game week 20. Yeah, it was on the Friday. I played the wild card on the Friday, on the deadline, just before deadline. Friday. So there we go. So yeah, that's fine margins, Sivo. If I'd have overslept and forgot about it, who knows? I may have been in a completely different position now.
Well, you would be in a completely different position, full stop.
Yeah.
Because the point swing was, including my -12, I would have been, because you were...
I got 90 points that week.
So you were originally on, you were 8 or 12 points ahead of me, weren't you, or something like that?
Yeah, it was close.
So then you did a -12. No,
yeah.
Sorry, -8.
Correct. Yeah.
And I did a -12. So then you're plus, 16 on me or something like that, give or take.
Well, I got 5 more points than you in the game week. I got 90, you got 85, but you did a -12. So I got 17.
But if you hadn't
points
done
on
the wild card,
yeah.
the players that I had, like Mahrez as an example, who got something like was it 19 points?
Yeah, 19 points. Yeah.
Yeah. That instantly cancelled out the -12, and then you add on the other players that were differential on you.
Yeah.
I would have gone ahead of you by, it may have been like 2 or 3 points, but it's still 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, it would have been.
Our teams.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, the wild card really changed the whole landscape.
That's called the perfect strategy, but it wasn't even a strategy from you. It was just pure fortune.
Maybe not.
Fuck off. Pure fortune.
No, pure strategy, mate. I got a notebook with everything written down. I'll play the Dumbo, and you just keep thinking that you got a chance.
Well, like I say, I think 87 points is, unless I have the luck of you. I must thank you. You've earned me £8.
There we go.
The main thing.
There we go. I mean, so go. Let's just right. So let's just put an underline under the history. You've now got to equal the effect of your wild card on me, meaning that you're going to have to utilize it very, like, in a week where I'm taking a point hit.
Well,
in my opinion,
I'm looking at you. So for blank game week 25, when I look at your team, and based on some of the clues,
don't you worry about my team.
Some of the clues that
you worry about your team, mate,
on the videos. Well, I already know my strategy anyway. I've got it in my book, even though
I've
cocked it up. But
I've just seen the overall rankings have just popped up. 174,641.
Yeah,
not bad.
You'll be catching Harry soon.
It's almost 1.1 million higher than you.
Yeah,
catching Harry. Yeah, I saw Harry. I watched a bit of his video the other day. Actually, his live stream.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually his idea to do what I did. No, I'm joking. Okay, so you're talking about me in Game Week 25.
Yeah, you've got no money in the bank.
How'd you know that?
Well, because I'm looking at your thing there.
I might have done transfers.
You haven't done transfers.
How'd you know that?
You've got 9 players.
You're guessing I haven't done transfers.
You've got no money in the bank right now. So for you to do some kind of play it in out this week, I don't think you've done. I don't see the point in you transferring anything. And then the following week for game week 25, you've got 9 players because
I'd be a good poker player, wouldn't I?
Sorry?
I'd be a good poker player, wouldn't I?
You would be, yes. But
well, against you, I would be.
You've got no Bueno, same as me. So we're both down to 9 players.
Well, unless a miracle Bueno plays minutes in either of those 2 games.
Yeah.
He might play minutes in one of them, like come on for 13 minutes or something stupid like that. But yeah, he's not going to start.
Yeah. So, and I think you're bringing in Salah. I think you've kind of hinted at that you're bringing in Salah, but you can't do him for a straight swap KDB to Salah. It's impossible. So you got to take a hit, and it's a case of which player you get rid of.
Wow, you're reading my mind, Steve-O.
Which player to bring in to make that money, and I'd argue it's probably going to be Kane out for someone, or
Kane's playing in 25.
Hey,
Kane plays in blank game week 25.
Yes, I know. Yeah,
against Chelsea. Am I right?
That's right. Yeah.
Not a good game.
Horrible. 0-0.
What do you think of people getting on João Felix? He went up last night, didn't he? Or the night
I don't know
before?
if he went up. I don't have a clue.
I think he went up the night before.
But I don't think it's a bad move, and you can't even bring him in anyway.
Who?
João Felix.
I can.
How?
He's a striker.
Yeah.
Straight swapping from Kane.
Kane out for
João Felix
this week.
Not this week, no.
Next week.
Steve-O, you got no idea, man. You know, you're gonna have to work it out. You're gonna have to work it out. Like, what's your? You were talking about my team for Game Week 25. You think I'm gonna get Salah in, right? You're gonna get Salah back in, right?
Oh yeah.
You captain him?
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
So you're already playing into the crowd. That's what majority of people are going to do.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
So you're not catching any points on anyone.
But that doesn't bother me right now. I wanna get the player.
There you heard it. There you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Steve-O doesn't care about catching points on anyone.
I wanna get the player in that's got the double, and that is Salah.
Right.
And I'm happily willing to have.
Not going to go for maybe bring in, I don't know, Darwin.
Well, that's the initial plan. But like I said, I fucked it up, so I can't do it.
Oh dear.
I can't actually do it, would you believe?
Let me guess. Team value?
No. It's the fact that, as you quite rightly stated the other day, is that I've got too many, quote, expensive players in my team. A benching headache.
Okay, so you've got your plan for Game 25. I assume it means you're going to take a hit.
Yes.
A -4 or -8?
-4, I think it is.
Well, Tarkowski come out? Does Tarkowski do anything for you?
No.
For that game week?
No.
Okay.
No. Everton have got Aston Villa at home. Aston Villa can score goals, and then they got Arsenal away. Arsenal score is at home. Not interested.
Fair dues.
Like I said, I openly have fucked up. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. I've cocked up big time for my own stupidity. Getting in Odegaard for Andreas when I should have got Saka in for Fernandes.
Mm.
That's what I should have done.
What does it leave you going forward though with that Rashford Fernandes dilemma?
Nothing, because it just means I need to get rid of probably Martinelli, if anything.
Martinelli, yeah. Well, he did get you nothing on that double game week. Just looking at his information.
He played well.
So yeah, he's really he started off the season on fire.
Yes.
And then he's just really started to die down, and in the last, he hasn't scored now for 6 games. It's been 6 blanks in a row. No goal involvements, no goal, no assists. Last coming from Brighton in game week 18. Do you think a lot of people are going to be getting rid of him? It's got 35.7% ownership in the game.
They'll get him gone. No,
well, there we are. I mean, so, okay, so let's look towards game week 24 then. So, I'll get my team up on the screen here. My team at the moment is as follows: David De Gea in goal, Luke Shaw, Ben White, Estepinian at the back with De Bruyne, Mahrez, Rashford, Saka, Kane, Haaland, and Nketiah. Not 100% on my captain just yet. I'm decided 100%. It's likely going to be Haaland though. However, my team's it's going to be Mitoma on the bench, first sub, then Trippier, and then Bueno. So I've been trying to work out who I could possibly ditch for Mitoma, but I can't get rid of Nketiah.
Mitoma at home to Fulham.
Yeah, but who do I drop?
Fucking hell.
Who do you drop?
God, this is what you said last night in the video.
So do I drop Nketiah? Do I drop Harry Kane at home to West Ham? Just do I drop? I can't drop Rashford. I can't drop Saka. Can't drop Mahrez, or De Bruyne. they've got away at Nottingham Forest. So this is the problem. I need an all-out attack chip, is what I need. But it is what it is. Mitoma is going to have to be on my bench, and is Nketiah? Maybe I could drop Nketiah for him. That's the toss of the coin, though. You can look at Nketiah. So Nketiah's...
Well, Aston Villa concede goals.
Nketiah's not scored in 3... Well, since the United game, he's not scored in the last 3 games. Whereas Mitoma, on the other hand, is scoring every game at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah.
Goal against Crystal Palace in a 1-1. Goal against Bournemouth in a 1-0 win. A goal... I beg your pardon. He didn't score against Palace, 1-0. I beg your pardon. Goal against Bournemouth. Goal against Leicester. An assist at home to Liverpool. A goal away at Everton. A goal at home to Arsenal. He's been doing amazing. So 13.8%. That's shot up. That as for the Mitoma. Is he on your radars getting?
Who's this? Sorry, Mitoma.
Yeah.
No, not yet. No, I can't afford him.
Maybe I'd go Mitoma over Nketiah then.
That's the issue.
Maybe I'll stick. What do you reckon about that? Go Mitoma over Nketiah.
Yeah. Fulham concede goals.
So I've still got Saka.
I can see that being a high-scoring game. Brighton and Fulham. 3-1, 3-2. Either way. Genuinely.
I'll be going with a 3-5-2 formation. If I ended up doing that. Okay, so what? So no changes to your team?
No.
Have you got your team posted, or should I just bring it up from last week?
Just put the one up that I had the other day.
So your team then, Kepa in goal. Let's quickly get the fixtures up here. So Kepa's got home to Southampton. You've got Ake. I'm assuming you're going to be playing Luke Shaw over Botman.
Yes.
And you're going to be playing Rashford over Martinelli.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then obviously just bench Botman and Martinelli. Probably go with Martinelli first sub, then Botman.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, your team set up well. Kepa, Ake, Luke Shaw, Trippier, Rashford, Mahrez, Odegaard, Bruno Fernandes, Haaland. I presume you're captain, and then Nketiah and Kane. So this will be interesting because you will have Nketiah playing, and I will have him on the bench. Interesting.
Yes.
Confident with that team?
It's just a case of see what I get out of this game week to move into game week 25.
If you could take any of those, if you could get rid of any of those players this week, who would it be?
Nketiah.
If you had a wild card this week, who'd you be getting in?
I generally don't know. Probably looking at Liverpool. Double up on Liverpool.
Who have they got this week? Let's sort of double check.
Newcastle away, which is horrible.
No, it's not. It's not a good fixture for them. But next week, yeah.
Yeah, next week they got the big one.
Cool. Okay, should we talk about the games then?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, so tomorrow midday kickoff. Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Arsenal are going to want to get back up top of the league. It's a must win game for them. Villa, they've got goals in them. Wouldn't surprise me if they get a goal at home. I'm going to go for an Arsenal win, and I think there could be a couple of goals in this. So I'm going to go Arsenal to win 2-1 over Aston Villa. Steve-O.
Yeah, Arsenal have been terrible of late, haven't they? They've been really bad. In fact, the history is suggesting a 1-0 to Aston Villa. There's been 3 1-0s in this
not going to be 1-0
fixture.
to Aston Villa.
2 of them for Aston Villa. In fact, weirdly, the previous 3 fixtures Arsenal have won, but the previous 3 before that Aston Villa have won. The only game that was won by more than 1 goal was Arsenal winning 3-1 against Aston Villa back in the 22nd of October 2021. The fact that Emre, former Arsenal manager, and the way he used to play was just so open and attacking. Last 3 fixtures, they've lost 2, drawn 1, whereas Arsenal have lost 2, and it's exactly the same. Apart from Aston Villa have won 1 and Thingy haven't. I'm just going to quickly look at the home form. Aston Villa, 1-5, drawn 2, lost 4, scored 17, conceded 15. Arsenal away from home, 1-8, drawn 1, lost 2, scored 20, conceded only 7. Tells me that Arsenal are going to be winning this 2-1. Did you say 2-1 as well?
I did, yeah. And then we've got a load of 3 o'clock kickoffs. First of all, we've got Brentford versus... Are you doing 3 o'clock tomorrow?
Yeah.
Amazing, I'll be tuning in. Brentford versus Crystal Palace. Not interested in that personally. You haven't got anyone in that either.
No.
I'm going to go Brentford to win this, edge it, 1-0. And what's your thoughts on that?
We're all agreeing, aren't we? I actually think Brentford will score more. They've scored 23 goals at home, only conceded 10. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, away from home, they're terrible. I'm going to add an extra goal, 2-0 to Brentford.
Wow. I'm going to go, I've already said it, 1-0. Brighton, then next fixture is Brighton versus Fulham. Now, I think Brighton are going to get a couple of goals, and I think Fulham are going to get one. I'm going to go 2-1 to Brighton on this one.
I think it'll be higher scoring than that.
Higher scoring?
Yeah, I think, like I say, Fulham like to attack, and Brighton like to attack. I'm going to go Brighton to win 3-2.
Wow. Then we've got the high spending Chelsea up against lower bottom club Southampton. Thoughts on this game?
Chelsea with another disappointing result away from home. Surprise, surprise.
Will they get a goal?
They'll beat Southampton here.
You'd like to hope.
Southampton here, though, they haven't drawn a single game. They've conceded 21 goals away from home. Didn't they sack their manager as well? They have, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think Chelsea win this. God, 2-0.
Okay. 1-0 Chelsea. Don't seem scoring too many goals. Everton versus Leeds, another team that's fighting at the bottom of the league. Everton, are they good enough to stay up? Well, it's a massive game actually. Everton-Leeds.
Yeah.
The Leeds, of course, above Everton, 1 point above. They need to win this to get out of the relegation. I'm by the way, guys, I've only had 4 hours sleep, so I'm really tired. Yeah. No excuses, Jason. No excuses. I think I'm going to go. I think Everton and Leeds. This is going to be. I think there's goals in this game. I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
Everton can't score.
Yeah. Calvert-Lewin.
I'm going to go with potentially a 0-0 here.
What, Leeds?
Leeds are horrendous.
They're like full on attack.
They are, but they couldn't score against you, could they?
They'll score.
I think Everton hold out here.
They did in the cup.
Yeah, in the cup, different story. I'm going to go Everton to nick this.
Really?
1-0. Yeah, Everton to nick it 1-0.
1-0. Okay.
But honestly, 0-0, 1-0, something like that.
No, the game that a lot of people are going to be interested in, if not the only game that people are going to be interested in at 3:00. Nottingham Forest are hosting Manchester City. A lot of people are going to be captaining Haaland this game. You yourself have got Ake in. You'll be expecting a clean sheet surely from this. Surely.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say 3-0 to Man City. I won't be surprised if you're not too similar to me.
Thing is that Nottingham Forest in the last 6 fixtures have not lost. In fact, I think they haven't lost a game since October or something like that.
Well, they've been drawing.
No, they've won 4, drawn 2.
Really? Some of that.
They've lost 3 games at home.
Nottingham Forest. No, they lost recently against Fulham. They lost 2-0 to Fulham on the 11th.
Why is this all messing up here? Let's have a quick look.
They've just lost against Fulham.
Just lost against Fulham.
Fulham beat them 2-0.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I could have sworn someone said.
Well, maybe before that. Let me have a look at their results. The results. Okay, results before that game. They lost to Fulham. They beat Leeds. They drew to Bournemouth. They beat Leicester. They beat Southampton. They drew to Chelsea. They lost to us on the 27th of December. 3-0. So I don't know where you got that stat from.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else then.
Probably. So yeah, I'm going to go 3-0 Man City. Steve.
Yeah, they're going to, I agree. I think that even though ironically, this is the thing, Man City have not scored that many goals away from home. And of course they go and score 3 goals against bloody Arsenal of all teams. It's ridiculous. Oh, by the way, no. I meant at home, Nottingham Forest. At home, they have.
Are you talking about home games only?
At home games only, yeah.
Right.
They haven't. In fact, I'm looking at it here, and the last time they lost was against Tottenham. In fact, Fulham.
But this is Man City we're talking about. They are looking like they're.
Fulham
certainly looking
was the
back.
last team to beat Nottingham Forest. That was back in September at home. Since then, they haven't lost a game at home in the Premier League.
Well, they will now. I think tomorrow they'll be battered by City.
I don't think they're going to get a humbling. I think I'll go 1 less than you.
2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that. Okay, then we've got Wolves versus Bournemouth. Ugh, God.
0-0.
Yeah, 0-0. Yeah, I agree with that. 0-0. Newcastle versus Liverpool. Oh, that'll be an interesting game. I'm actually gonna go 1-1.
One team can't score, Newcastle, against a team that can. I'm going to go 1-0 Liverpool. And I would not be surprised if it ended 0-0, but I'm going to go 1-0 Jace to Liverpool.
Okay. I'll take a 0-0. And then we move on to Sunday's games. 2:00. Oh, God, I've got a kid's birthday party on Sunday. Am I going to get home in time? 2:00, Sky Sports, if you're in the UK. Man United versus Leicester. United at home, certainly after coming off of that brilliant display against Barcelona last night.
Did you watch it?
I did, yeah.
Tell me.
What a game. What a game. Oh, it was just, for a neutral, it was fantastic. It had all of the energy, it had all of the drama, it had good pacing to it. It was brilliant. It was brilliant to watch. For United, I was biting my nails at one point. Like, both teams were exchanging good spells of possession and chances in the game. And obviously, Barcelona had the majority of possession over the whole 90 minutes, as you would expect at the new camp. However, United, I would argue, had the better chances. And we were very unlucky to not get away with a win. The referee made some wild, dodgy calls for Barcelona. He was giving loads of free kicks around the box. Rashford got taken out. last man, and he just waved play on. However, we got lucky because I think Fred handled it in the box and he waved play on, so I think it evened itself out because they could have easily been given a penalty. So the fact that they didn't go down to 10 men, I think all in all it was a fair result, and it really sets the scene really well for the return leg at Old Trafford. But what a game! It was brilliant. It was like a Champions League knockout game. It really was, like semi-final. It had all that feel of it, all the crowd and everything. So United after that, I think Rashford said that they felt like they lost last night. The whole team felt like they'd been defeated because they played well enough to win the game, and the fact that Barcelona got that equaliser in the second half kind of may have made them feel like it, felt like a bit of a defeat. But all in all, I think they've got the quality to beat Leicester. Wouldn't surprise me if no clean sheet for David De Gea and Luke Shaw. My double clean sheet gets wiped, and that's where you've got the advantage there, I think, this week on me. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Manchester United. 2-1.
It's really annoying that you guys are up against a team that are in form at the moment. Really annoying. Since Maddison has come back, they haven't lost for... they haven't lost in 3 games. They've drawn 1-2. They've scored... on the last 2 occasions, they've scored 8 goals, Jace. 8 goals.
Who else?
4-2 and
Leicester.
4-1. Leicester, yeah.
What? They're going to score against Man United, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. They're scored. I agree with you. I think this is going to be... I'd like to think it's going to be end-to-end. I was thinking I've been always thinking along 4-2 to Man United. But you're so defensively. You're so defensive. I'll probably agree with you.
Casemiro's back, isn't he?
Oh, he's back, is he? I'll go, 2-1 to you. Maybe even 3-1.
Okay, Spurs versus West Ham.
Jesus Christ. Absolutely dire, James.
We've got Harry Kane in our teams.
And he always likes, I'm assuming he always likes to score against West Ham.
I stand corrected. Casemiro is still suspended. Sorry about that. I thought he was back, but he's not. Still suspended. So, okay, Spurs versus West Ham.
Put it this way, the history saying that the home team doesn't lose. There's been 2 draws and then 2 wins apiece for each team. And I have to go with, Tottenham to win this 2-1. 2-1, Jace, to Tottenham.
I'm going to just give them a 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah.
Even though they conceded 4 goals against Leicester.
Yeah.
And West Ham are picking up the pace.
I'd say, 1-0. 1-0 to Spurs. So there we have it.
1-1.
I think the outcomes have been very similar between us, to be fair. I think we've both got the same outcomes on all the games.
Well, if Brew's going to the Tottenham game, he's not going to be in for a good time watching that.
If you go down to the Tottenham game, you're not in for a good time.
The history suggesting recently 1-1.
I mean, that would be funny, wouldn't it?
That's the form. That's the form.
As long as Kane
1-1.
gets the goal, I don't care.
Yes. Yeah. I'd like to think that would be the case.
Okay. Could you quickly spend a moment to quickly just talk about the mini leagues?
Yes, go for it. You've got the information in front of you.
So right in front of us at the moment, we've got the Mod League. So the Mod League, Man Dillon still cemented at the top of that Mod League. However, Steve-O, Guess how many points separate myself and him?
Well, I know it's 12.
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's 3 points.
Oh, sorry.
The mod league. Mandilin is 3 points ahead of me. This next week, I could be top of the mod league. Looking at Mandilin's team, who's he got different to me? He's got Edison in goal, Steve-O. He's got Edison
versus De Gea.
Edison versus De Gea. He's got Shaw. I presume he's going to play Shaw over Shaw. So he's going to have same back line as me in terms of 3 defenders. He's got Almiron, and I've got Saka. No, he's got Saka already. I've got Mahrez. He's got Almiron.
So Mahrez versus Almiron.
And that's about it. That is literally about it. So yeah, it depends on De Gea versus Edison and Mahrez versus Almiron. Who would you rather have in your team?
Yours.
Yeah, me too. Will it be enough to?
That's mental.
Will it be enough to pip him? I don't know. What's his team value? 103.4. Oh dear. Just a few million behind me. Right, and then we got second place is me in the mod league, and then third place is Dan. Dan is. Let's talk about Dan. He's moved into third place in the mod league. He's dethroned Red FPL's slot in third place. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, I'd be happy with third place, wouldn't he? 87 points.
It's crazy how much that gap is between you and Dan now. It used to be really, really tight. Now it's just 40.
Yeah,
clear.
Well, yeah. For math, 45 points, isn't it? I think 46 points ahead of Dan. So yeah, 46 points ahead of Dan. It's a nice, comfortable gap between us. And then let's quickly go into the not community league. Let's go to YouTube Chat League. YouTube Chat League. No Weak Foot stays at top, 1,495 points. He's 42 points ahead of me. Then we've got John Harris, 1467. He got 104 points. John Harris had a good week, Steve-O. He got 104 points. Did a -4. He also had De Bruyne and Mahrez, Haaland in, Saka in, Luke Shaw in also. Very, very good. And his bench didn't have a load of points on it, which is always good. It's always a bonus when your bench doesn't have loads of points on. Let's quickly have a look at the Rivals League. Vince Chapman at the top of the Rivals League.
It's tight though now, isn't it?
Yeah. Very tight. Sultan Saeed in second place. I mean, look at that top 10, Steve-O.
I know, it's ridiculous.
I mean, 32 points separates the top 10. And I can see myself in for a shout of challenging. If I have a good few weeks. Mate, I'm back. I'm back now. I'm back.
Do you know what? I'm hoping the likes of...
I'm back!
I'm really hoping people like...
Was it Steve-O? Was it go, what are you going to do, sucker?
What the hell is that?
Was it Booker T? What are you going to do, sucker? You can do the voice, I can't do it.
He just says, Kofi Kingston. That's all he says.
Kofi Kingston?
Kofi Kingston.
Didn't he say sucker a lot?
He does, but at the moment in 2011, he's just like, brother.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, he got boring then. Okay. So yeah, notable mentions. Sultan Saeed second place, Mateus in third place, John Harris in the Rivals in fourth place, Capkins dropped down to fifth place in that league, Maestro's up to sixth place, Luke Jones, Toffee Men's up to seventh, Mandilin dropping along with Javan as well. So that's the Rivals League. And then the Members League, we've got Harry, as we all know him, sitting pretty at top, doing amazingly. Look at that. It's top in almost all of his mini leagues. Yes. And overall 1,286 place. That's very, very nice. Very good position. Out of 11 million players, very, very, very good.
1,000th in the world. Fucking mad.
Yeah. So yeah, Harry's at top, and we've got No Weak Foot second place. Lewis Kirk being third. I haven't seen him in the chat for a while, Steve. Lewis, if you're watching this back, let us know you're still alive. Make sure, is he doing transfers? Yeah, he's still alive. He's doing transfers. Yeah, so he's doing very, very well. He's got pretty much the same team as everyone else, though. He captained De Bruyne, though, Steve-O.
Yes.
De Bruyne saved him this week. Because he didn't get much points from the rest of his team, to be fair.
But he had the right players, Saka, De Bruyne captain.
Well, yeah, he captained the right... if he hadn't have captained De Bruyne, he would have had a very average game week, Steve-O.
And he benched Shaw.
He did bench Shaw, yeah, he did. So, yeah, you see I'm in 7th place. Yeah, moving on up, man. Moving on up. I've got belief back in my team. Yeah, give me a couple of weeks and I'll be back to being dejected again. Being bitter and twisted. Just like Steve-O.
No interest.
We'll talk about something else.
That'll be me tomorrow.
What was it? Let's talk about something else. What was that cereal you ate? That banana shit. Porridge. Banana porridge.
Oh, so simple banana flavour porridge.
Oh, banana porridge. What is wrong with you, man?
It's delicious.
It's oat so simple. You can get oat so simple, right? Don't need any of this fancy crap. Don't get any of that preservatives or these awful artificial flavourings. No. Get yourself some normal oats. Quaker's nice brand. If not, just get some, value oats. And then just add some nice natural honey. Honey is
vile.
Honey's amazing. Honey's amazing. Do you want to know something about honey? It never goes off.
Thanks for that.
It never goes off.
Are you going to be a customer that comes into work and asks me about, could you tell me about this honey, please?
What is the sell-by date? Oh! Do you know honey's indefinite shelf life?
Could you tell me the ingredients of this? Oh,
Is this naturally occurring, honey? This is derailed, isn't it?
Yes, let's end this.
Well,
now.
we're in 47 minutes. If you're still watching after this, then well done to you. Steve-O, do you want to let them know what you're planning on doing tomorrow?
Yes, I'll be going live at 3:00 for the 3 p.m. kickoffs for more misery.
At 3:00 or just before 3:00?
Well, just before,
5-2?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
You're listening into TalkSport?
Yeah, I'll be listening in, and I'm really, really hoping that we get some bloody good luck, Jace. Truth be told.
Who's we?
As in me and you, but preferably me.
There's no way you want me to get any more good luck. I think I've had enough good luck lately, don't you?
Well, yeah, I'm just really hoping that.
I really hope that you don't. No, you so don't want me to get good luck. That's the last thing you want. You want David De Gea and Luke Shaw to concede, even though ironically you'll be playing Luke Shaw as well. And you're going to almost certainly want. In fact, what are our differentials this game week?
It'll be
De Bruyne and...
So De Gea versus Kepa.
So De Bruyne and De Gea.
Ake.
Ben White.
Ake versus White.
Oh, God.
Odegaard.
Saka versus Odegaard.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Fernandes. I got Fernandes as well.
And who have I got? Who have I got over that?
Matoma.
Oh, yes, I'm playing Matoma, aren't I? Oh, it's a few. So we've got 5 differentials, Steve-O. This could be your week. This could be you catching 86 points.
There is no way in hell, genuinely, I am catching. I'd be lucky if I make 10 points on you.
Well, you're going to be bold and captain someone else like Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford, mate. Do it. Be brave.
This is it.
I'd love it if you did it and Marcus Rashford got injured in warm-up. Mind you saying that, it'd be vice captain would come on, wouldn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, if he plays 1 minute and then goes off with a
well, that ain't
problem,
gonna be happening, is it? No. I can't believe he scored again last night, didn't he?
Yeah, he's insane. he's playing really well, out of his skin, and the goal he scored was ridiculous as well.
A quick question: you actually happy with Weghorst?
No.
No, good.
He means well.
Yep.
He's got the energy to press, but he doesn't do anything. Like I was watching in the game, and like essentially he runs around a lot, tries to get tackles in when he can, doesn't offer a lot to the team, doesn't win a lot of headers that you'd expect him to win at the height that he's at, and it was like we're playing with 10.5 men against Barcelona, to be honest with you.
How do you think I felt as a Burnley fan?
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I think with United, it was just desperation to try and get someone because we can't rely on kids. And yeah, I think that the fact that Ten Hag can play Weghorst away at Barcelona and still get a result says a lot about Ten Hag. He's probably getting the best out of Weghorst, and that's saying a lot. So it is what it is. Yeah, on that note,
will you be listening in tomorrow?
I will be listening in. I'll be doing everything I can to listen in.
In all seriousness, what is the general format of what happens when I go live at 3? It's just you go out for a walk with Mel, and then you just...
So because during the week, me and Mel working opposites, and we very much don't see a lot of each other. And obviously school nights quite early, but so I didn't see a lot of Hayley. So on the weekends, Saturdays, we tend to go and travel somewhere, have a walk, whether it be at a forest or a town that we go into a new town and we'll just have a walk around, or there's plenty of dog walks and stuff that we take the little dog around. And I think tomorrow Mal's working, so it'll be me out with Hayley. So I'll just have my earphone in one ear, Hayley in the other ear, and I'll be walking the dog, probably listening in to you, hopefully giving me some good news.
Doing the usual jinx and everything. It'll be Brighton have scored. They've done nothing all game. Fulham have battering them. Yeah.
Matoma and Estepinian assist.
Southampton are losing 3-0 at the moment. It looks like a clean sheet. They've just gone and scored. Some absolute nonsense like that. You worried that Man City may bench Haaland?
Well, if they do, then that's 99% of the game that's going to be in the same boat as me. So
yes.
If they do, Nketiah comes off the bench. But if they bench Haaland, they're going to bring him on.
You're definitely playing a 3-5-2.
I'm not. I wouldn't say definitely, but at the moment I've got Matoma playing and Nketiah on the bench. But I'm not going to be benching Hart. So if they bench Haaland, then my vice captain comes in play. That's all that happens.
Well, the last time, without looking, the last time Nottingham Forest played each other,
Nottingham Forest and City.
Guess who got a hat trick?
Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, he didn't even play that day. He came on as a sub. Oh, come on, Jace. You should know this instantly, for crying out loud.
Haaland.
Yes. Alvarez got 2 that day.
God, yeah.
Even Cancelo scored in a 6-0 win.
Yeah. It's all coming back to me now.
But they're a changed team now.
And De Bruyne didn't play that day.
He came as a sub in the 69th minute.
Wow.
For Haaland. And remember...
Did he get a return?
No. Remember, Man City have got a big game midweek. Oh, yeah, they're all about momentum. But they've got...
I wonder if you got the balls to captain someone else other than Haaland, Steve-O.
Well, let's just put it this way. I don't know if you've seen the members' videos or not, but I did mention a certain individual.
Well, for me, the only one would be Marcus Rashford or Harry Kane.
Or Harry Kane, yeah. So
I don't know. I don't know if I've got the balls to take it off of Haaland, to be honest. I'm just going to leave it on Haaland. See what happens.
Oh, they've got their game.
I respect
Tuesday.
anyone that does differently.
Away at RB Leipzig.
Okay.
So.
Right. Well, I think on that note, I'm going to go and watch Curse of Oak Island with the wife.
Curse of what?
Curse of Oak Island.
Oak Island.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It's a TV series.
Surprise.
Hang on, I'll tell you what it's about. I've told you this in the past. I know I have. You just don't listen to me.
The Curse of Oak Island.
The Curse of Oak Island is a multi-season reality television series that chronicles the eclectic team of treasure hunters and their search for legendary treasure on the Oak Island on the shore of Nova Scotia. It's an American television program that premiered in Canada on the History Channel. So basically, it's more of an archaeological show because they're pulling up loads of like old shit from the ground that they dig up with metal detectors. I feel like, I mean, it's actually quite interesting. That they're digging up. They found a Roman coin. On the last episode I watched, they found lots of pottery that dates back like 1700s, 1800s. They found a lead cross that belonged to the knights. They believe to the Templar Knights from back in the 16th century.
Is it essentially Time Team, but a more updated version?
It's two millionaires that have essentially gone out their way to discover the fabled lost treasure of Oak Island. There's been 6 people that have tried doing it in the past have lost their lives to the island because it's dug like 160 feet down or something like that. This treasure pit, and there's booby traps and everything down there, like of seawater and stuff where they've kind of backfilled it and put like these traps where people, if they dig in, it's going to flood the tunnels. The amount of tunnels that they're doing these things called they're boreholes, right? They're putting loads of boreholes in, and they're doing samples, and they're bringing core extracts from these boreholes up, and they're finding millions of pieces of timber, like just tunnels everywhere in this area, and they're trying to work out where the tunnels are going. And it's honestly, it's a very long-winded series. So if you are interested in that stuff, just be warned. I wouldn't start watching it in season 1, episode 1. I would. You could probably just start watching it from season 10 onwards, to be honest with you, because there's been a lot of it's quite a slow show. It's not a fast progressing show. I don't even, to be honest with you, it's not normally something that I would enjoy to watch. I just find it interesting because I want them to find the treasure because they've devoted their lives to it. So I'm rooting for them to find it, purely for that reason. But yeah, and of course, The Last of Us. Have you seen it yet, Steve?
No, I'm actually seriously thinking of putting it on once we finish this call.
Dude, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. Such a good show. Good ratings as well on IMDb.
Yes.
Critically acclaimed. I'll be interested next time we talk on hear your thoughts of The Last of Us. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an hour. Thank you for watching. See you at the weekend. Steve will be here Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock onwards.
Yeah.
And I will try, no promises, to do a stream either Sunday evening.
Sunday surgery.
Or if not, it'll be Monday some point. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Surgery.
Sunday or Monday surgery. Right. Cheers, guys, for tuning in. See you soon. Take care.